Today is August 10th, 2013.
जी
Here I am at Mush and Lisa's home in Fremont, California. And we are talking of things which are randomly picked up things. And we started the conversation, and Lisa started on a topic of what is success. And so we are going to start from there. And okay, go ahead. What is success?
अच्छा so it's not fully formed idea, it's evolving, but I've looked at over the years of us trying to strive for success, what success means, looking at our children. They're now entering adulthood and wondering, okay, what is success for them, what do I pray for them, what is my intentions to help them attain. And I realized that you can never really define success for one particular person. You can't say, okay, if you become doctor, you have 2 kids and a wife and a nice home, and you can't assure that that person is going to get that, right?
Okay.
So if you do that to your child, then you might be disappointed, and the child might become disappointed. Because if Allah Ta'ala doesn't have that design for that person, then they're always going to be miserable with what Allah Ta'ala gave them. And then that's actually, right, not good for anybody, you know?
Right.
So I thought, okay, what's success? What is success? What's the best way to gain success? And I realized that you have 3 categories. If you do those 3 things very well in your life, then most likely your end result will be success.
Okay.
What's the true success? We'll talk later.
Okay.
Because we're talking about worldly success right now.
Okay.
But this worldly success, what's the end goal of worldly success? Really, it's to control ourselves, right? And not become in love with it, and then attain the ultimate success, Jannah, right?
Okay.
To see Allah.
Okay.
Right? So I was thinking, okay, I want that for my children. I want that for myself. I want that for everybody, if possible, right? In Allah's grace. How do we do that? So, box 1 is Iman. To me, that's step 1.
Okay.
Iman, your belief systems.
Okay.
And not just belief in the oneness of God. That's beautiful, and that will get you to a few steps forward, but you'll stop there if you don't add to it.
Okay.
I was listening to a lecture by Imam Zayd, and he said something that I always tell my children. He said that when you're following your religion, think of it as going to the gym. If you go to the gym, and at first you're very weak, you don't know how to exercise, and you pick up 5-pound weights, and you start lifting them, right?
Yeah.
They're a little hard at first, it hurts your muscle, but in a month's time, it's like picking up nothing, right? Same with your religion. You pick up some knowledge, you start implementing it, right, in your religion, and then it becomes your nature. Inshallah.
Okay. How are you? Alhamdulillah.
So, if you keep those 5-pound weights, it probably won't harm you, right? MashaAllah, you at least have 5 pounds of your religion in your hands. But you should add a few pounds every so often. Keep adding weight, because then you grow, right? If you want muscles, you're not going to grow with 5-pound weights. So
Right.
you have to incrementally build up. So Iman is same thing, right? And if your Iman is tight, then the second box is your family, your friends, people outside of your life, whoever you're dealing with, just everyone you encounter. If you're good to all of those people in the right way, you walk away feeling like you've been good to them, right? Whether or not they were good to you is not the point,
Okay.
right? Because you're not in control of them,
Okay.
right? I was told by Osama Cannon once, I had an issue with a family member, and I was saying, I'm coming to this person and giving them love, and they take my love and they throw it on my face. And he said, that's okay. Think of it as they have a vessel, and you're pouring your love into that vessel. That's your job, right, as their family member. Now, what they do with the vessel of love, and maybe you can't fill it to the top today, you fill it as high as you can. But say that day you filled halfway, and they took it and they threw it on the ground and they stepped on it. right? What should you do? You should just be okay with that. Very difficult, right? But that has really helped me in my life.
It has?
Absolutely.
Can you turn the music off, please? Okay.
Because when
How could you overcome such a emotion?
because you have to believe that what you're giving that person, you're giving it because you're giving it to Allah.
Okay.
You're giving it for the sake of Allah. If you're
Okay.
giving it to that person to love you in return,
Okay.
right, you're going to be disappointed 90% of the time.
Okay.
Because human is not their fault. They're human.
Okay.
So maybe they're having a bad day.
Okay.
Maybe you stepped in the middle of their bad path
Okay.
and they're not capable of controlling themselves at that moment.
Okay.
And then you threw some love at them and they saw that love and they couldn't handle it.
Okay.
Right? You don't know.
Right,
Nobody
right.
knows what's really going on
Right.
inside of
Right.
ourselves, right?
Right.
So if you expect human to fulfill your heart and make you feel like whole, you're going to be disappointed every single time.
Every single time.
I think so.
Okay.
To some degree. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
why everybody's chasing love, right?
Okay.
So Allah Ta'ala will never disappoint, right?
Right.
You come to Allah with your problems, He'll never leave your hands empty.
Correct.
Alhamdulillah,
Right.
right?
Alhamdulillah.
So you give that love and allow that person to use it as they're capable of using it. And now I'm not superhuman, so there's days where I fail, alhamdulillah, and there's lessons in that as well, right?
Okay.
Because when you fall in despair, right, you're falling away from Allah.
Okay.
So better that you fall down and take note of what, okay, I fell, how did I fall, why did it feel this way, reconnect with Allah and move on.
Okay.
This is like an exercise.
So basically, whenever whatever problem, you fall down, whatever, you go back to Allah. Okay. That is how you.
That's how I function, because otherwise I'll get caught up in this stuff.
Okay. Ego.
Ego,
Whatever.
everything, right?
Okay.
Just
okay.
like, I'll give another example of somebody who had told me, my Hakim, he said to me that,
Hakim.
yeah, Hakim
Doctor.
Ilyas, yeah,
He's a-
beautiful man.
You.
Hakim Wellness, I think it's .com. He has his own website.
Okay. Okay.
So I was seeing him for health issues,
Okay.
and within those issues we have, you have questions, and
yeah.
because he's a Hakim, he also has Islamic
He's here
knowledge.
in
He
America.
just moved to Virginia.
Oh, he used to be here before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he had said to me, okay, if you have a thought and it comes here,
Okay.
don't doubt it right away.
Okay.
Don't accept it right away.
Okay.
Put it on the table and spend some time with it.
Okay. This is a
Because
thought.
A thought that,
Okay,
when
so-
you're like, bing, there's a thought in your head.
Okay.
Right?
So
So-
these are two different things. One
second-
is what you call abstract.
Well, one is thought, and then one is from the heart.
Right.
You know,
But
when you
when you say you put a thought on the table, what does that mean?
What is that? Yeah, okay. So that's why meditation, and
Okay.
especially for Muslims, I know we think of meditation in forms of other religions,
Okay.
but we actually have a tradition of meditation as well.
Okay.
And the reason you teach yourself to meditate, to quiet your mind, and it's not going to stop your mind.
Okay.
Mind's there's people term it as the monkey mind, or there's a bunch of different terms for your
Okay,
mind. Right?
okay.
The train going by. and
Okay.
all that.
Okay.
But basically, the mind is constantly active, and there's stuff going in and out of it. Right? If you
Right.
stop and listen, you'll be surprised.
Okay.
So the goal is to detach yourself from your thoughts, meaning that you look within inside of yourself. That's why being quiet and sitting for a good 10-15 minutes to start, just sitting with your eyes closed in a comfortable position, breathing comfortably. You're not trying to breathe in any particular way, just your comfortable breathing, and start looking inward. What's going on inside of me?
Okay.
What hurts?
Okay.
Is something hurting?
Okay.
Okay, what are my thoughts? What's going on?
Okay.
This is a different form of meditation.
Now you went to the Hakim for your mental
No, well,
health or your physical
for
health?
my physical health.
But in
it-
that,
Alhamdulillah,
okay.
he has very good knowledge. So
Okay.
he said to me, because meditation is part of his prescription
Oh,
to
okay.
heal yourself.
Okay.
Heal yourself because your body's healing itself on a constant basis,
Okay.
and that's from Allah Ta'ala.
Okay.
So you're inciting certain. That's another whole conversation. We can talk about that. Anyway, so he said that understanding that you understand the concept that your